Okay. Gonna put this here. There's the three of them. Okay. You went first at the scam. Well, nobody claimed the redeemed, so he's technically first by that. Totally legit first, yeah. Let me see. Unity all HP bar tutorial.
Second thing, second, don't you tell me what you think that I
The second wasn't claimed. Yeah, fair enough. Okay, so I'm gonna start with creating a UI canvas. Here it is. That's basically it. And I'm gonna say screen space camera, assign my camera, sing a rock opera.
Oh, the cyber sky ignites. The codes collide. We're dancing with no pointerus maximus, side
Fair
by
enough.
side. Raise your keyboard. Feel the thunderous bass.
Let me do it
In this
like
digital
this.
arena, we win with grace.
Enable 2D, so I can edit this a bit better. Okay, let's make something like this. And say, this is our background. Or in this case, I can even call it the HP bar. And I'm gonna assign it to this. To this. Okay, why aren't you accepting? Give me a second. Put this to none, point this to point no filter, and it should now allow me to just drag and drop. Why is it not detecting? Am I going crazy? Let me do a re-import. Give me a second. Where is re-import? Assets. Re-import all. Not all, actually. Just re-import. That's more of a poem, I guess. Oh, because it's a texture and not... Why are you not importing it as a texture, as a sprite, I mean? Sprite 2D and UI. Okay, that should do the trick. Sprite 2D and UI. For some reason it didn't automatically import as a sprite. That's why I was confused. Okay. This is basically the background. I'm gonna create a new image on top of it and stretch it. Give me a second. Sometimes the stretch kind of doesn't work for some reason. This is gonna be a progress. And it's gonna be this one. The image type is filled horizontal, so you can basically do this. See what I mean? Okay. Now I'm gonna do the part that's the borders. Do the same thing. But that's not a value. Easy there. I'm not finished. I still need to code. Because... Huh. Did I not convert this to sprite? I did. Why are you messing up? Install 2D sprite package. Sure. Sometimes Unity is dumb with stuff. Let me switch this back to default. And... Okay. Sprite 2D and UI. Apply. Did you generate? You didn't. Why? Graphical editors like this confuse the heck out of me. Same. This used to be simple. Now it's one mess. Okay, there we go. It was set to multiple for some reason. I know it it doesn't accept the sprite dragging. Ugh. Okay, there we go. Let me see. Preserve aspect. Preserve aspect. And preserve aspect on all of these. And I'm gonna code a HP bar script. Fixing bugs by taking some box you forgot is also extremely unsatisfying. Yeah. Join the club. HP bar. Okay, trust and open. It's gonna take a bit to load. Okay. Let me do some adjustments. I also hate this. Unity keeps hogging the focus. Okay. Solution. Let's do... Did it not... I gave Godot a try yesterday, but went back really quick. Damn. Honestly, I've been enjoying Godot more than Unity, which is weird, considering I'm more of a Unity guy. Why is this not... created in... Okay, done there. But you don't have the... why did you not import this? Shit. Give me a second. Open. Go to software dev. Where the hell is that folder? Okay, tutorial SLN. Let me see if now it loads. Like, I don't know why. Unity in Linux, at least, is really messed up. Doesn't load properly, this stuff. Sometimes I have to, like, go to the preferences. Where is it? Preferences. Okay, it opened down here. Regenerate project files. So it detects the script. Why? Okay, moving on. Serialize field. Private. Yeah, I'm good. Just struggling with Unity, basically. Nothing out of the ordinary there. Okay. Let me say that this is gonna be a image component, which is gonna be our fill image, as it's suggesting. Serialize field basically says to expose a field in the editor. So if I save this and go back to here, it's gonna import the script again, and it's gonna add a reference here. So while being a private variable, it allows me to expose that value to the editor. So I can just basically go here, drag and drop, and there we go, Bob's your uncle. Now, if I go here, tutorial, no exposing privates. Why? Why don't you want me to expose Oh. Gotcha. Nice one. Serialize fields, private float, per HP, something like that. And you can say that it's like a range of 0f to 1f, like so. And I'm even going to do something. The update is going to basically do this. And execute always. Execute always says to execute this method even when I'm in the editor. So even while the game is not running, it's going to execute this method. So I can do something really funny. Give me a second. Now if I do this, it should be updating. Did I forget something? Is the execute always supposed to be outside of this on the class? Oh, for crying out loud. That's not what I want. Okay. Give me a second. Unity kind of drives me nuts sometimes. So, let me take off my jacket because I'm feeling a bit hot here. What, Tibbs? Oh, there we go. What did I miss? I'm basically replicating the progress bar in Unity. No, you shouldn't be banning someone. Why? Oh, the exposing privates part. That was my explanation about what serialize. No, don't worry, don't worry. That's I was explaining what serialize field does, and I said it's basically to expose private variables. That's why Apoc said no exposing privates. But yeah, there you have your progress bar. Essentially, it's just this. 3 images, and you can assign a slider if you want. Just like test out how it works. And yeah, basically that's it. Hope it's been basically a good tutorial.
Sure thing. Keep your grid tight. Use a small palette, 8 to
tutorial.
12 colors, and lock the eye to a 1 pixel step. Then
Can I
add
make
subtle
it
dithering
from
for
1 to
shading.
100?
And always test
You
your
can.
art on a 16 by 16 or 32 by 32 sprite size first to catch distortion early. Hashtag code and strawberries.
I'm gonna do it like this. Range from 0f to 100f. And I'm gonna say to do mass f dot what was it, clamp the value, which will be the cur HP divided by 100f. You're gonna clamp that to between 0f and 1f. I'm doing this because sometimes floater points kind of do some stuff, but isn't this the same as the previous before you code? Yeah, except now the slider is a bit better. You can like do from 0 to 100. So yeah, like this, you could basically set up a method that said public void set health, float health, and you could say, give me a value from 0 to 100 in here. Oops, not this one, this one. I'm even going to say, also clamp this one, in case someone tries to put a value that's not authorized. So alt 0f to 100f. That way, if someone like introduces 110f, it basically hits that value there. Another thing you can do to further customize it is say serialize field private float max HP. So you can pass the max HP, which then gets basically used in here. So you can basically limit it by the max HP you pass. Only thing is, I think this slider won't be possible when you set it like this. Let me see. I think it doesn't allow me to reference other variables. An attribute argument must be a constant expression. Yeah, it needed to be a constant type of expression or array creation expression of an attribute. Yeah, figured as much. So I need to do something like this. So remove that slider there. And now I can say my max HP is somewhere like 150. It auto updates. You know what style I would love to emulate? What would be that style? And I can just do this and like drag. Yeah, if I go to the negatives, it does that. If I do 500, it basically blocks it there.